Yeah, you are watching the funeral service of the U.S. Army. The airmen are shot and killed by Florida deputies. Roger Fortson funeral.
Thank you for the opportunity to honor a great young man. To all of Senior Airman Fortson's family and friends, your Air Force family is grieving with you. I'm Colonel Patrick Dierig, the commander of 1st Special Operations Wing, Hurlburt Field, Florida. I have the privilege of leading a group of great Americans like Senior Airman Fortson, a man of honor, a man of integrity, a man of courage. As you can see from the sea of Air Force Blue, I'm not alone in my admiration of Senior Airman Fortson. For us, Senior Airman Fortson had three amazing traits: the airman, the man, and his legacy. Senior Airman Fortson lived the Air Force core values: service, integrity, excellence, not because of anything we taught him, but because of you. He was living those values before we met him because of how you raised him. We would love to take credit for making him great, but the truth is he was great before he came to us. The Air Force, we merely polished a diamond that you forged. Senior Airman Fortson was a combat veteran. He answered the nation's call to take the fight to our enemies over the skies of Iraq, Syria. He took part in Special Operations mission, taking care of U.S. national security impact. And for the efforts, he was awarded the Air Medal with a combat device in 2023. He was a member of a rare team, the AC-130 gunship community, and many of his squadron mates from the 73rd Special Operations Squadron and the 4th Special Operations Squadron, they're here with us today, and I'll tell you, we all loved having Senior Airman Fortson on our team. It takes an incredible person to be an air commando, and to make it one of our squadrons, you've got to be the best. No shortcuts, no excuses, no fail. We only accept high standards, determination to execute our mission anytime, any place. And I'll tell you, Senior Airman Fortson answered the call of duty. He excelled with honor, professionalism, confidence. Beyond his flying and combat accolades, he was a great person. And if you want to be a great airman, be a great person. Senior Airman Fortson did just that. I first met Senior Airman Fortson after I arrived at the base as a wing commander, and I tried to sneak quietly into my old squadron, his squadron, the 4th SOS, where he happened to be at the door. And before words were spoken, we locked eyes, and he had that infectious smile, and he welcomed me back home without a word spoken. And that was Roger. Kind, confident, a smile that can light up the room.
Zero accounting software helped put me on the right path. It's easy to find your numbers all in one place and get a clearer financial picture. So find the power in your numbers and open the right doors with Zero.
Air Commandos wanted him on the team not only because he was a great air commando and a great aviator, but because he was a great person. And we're eternally grateful for him. He was grateful for his family. He was grateful for the opportunities that the Air Force provided, and he did not take anything for granted. When some avoided responsibility, he raised his hand and he served others. And when some sought personal gains, he chose a life of selflessness that we admire in the Air Force. Nothing can bring him back that I'm going to say, but he will live in our Air Force hearts forever. He was a man of honor. He rose above the noise, above division or indifference, and he chose to serve the nation during a time of conflict. He served with honor, passion, and he defended the persecuted overseas. He was a warrior with a kind heart. For those who have been to Washington, D.C., many of us have been stationed up there, but we enjoy walking through the monuments and memorials through town, especially at night. And one of the best locations at night is a memorial to Dr. King. And on that granite memorial, it says, out of the mountain of despair is a stone of hope. Out of a mountain of despair is a stone of hope. Senior Airman Fortson is a stone of hope. His Air Force legacy is a stone of hope. He inspired us. He will continue to inspire us. And now we all have to be stones of hope to take care of one another. We will be better because of him. I will be a better airman. We will be better airmen because of Senior Airman Fortson. He was respected as an airman. He was loved as a person, and we will never forget him. Thank you.
To the Fortson family, on behalf of 21,750 air commandos throughout the globe defending our great nation, we are grieving with you. We are grieving with you. I am so proud of what our command delivers to defend our great nation every single day. And Senior Airman Fortson was on the front lines defending our nation. In AFSOC, we are proud of our heritage. We are proud of our current team and the thousands that went before us. And we have a saying that we are successful today because we stand on the shoulders of giants who have paved the way for us to ensure our nation's security. Unfortunately, Senior Airman Fortson was taken away from us too soon. And we are grieving because of that loss. But know, as we move forward, that Senior Airman Fortson will always be in our lives. He will always be in our hearts, because he is now one of those giants on which the shoulders we stand and protect our nation. Please know that we are here with you, that we are grieving alongside of you, and our effort is to ensure that we will always be here for the Fortson family. Thank you.
That is so nice. For those who just watching, we are watching.
I am Dr. Lakeisha Walker, former principal of Dr. Ronald E. McNair High School. As the principal, I was there a long time. That means two things. One, I'm not old, although I say a long time. Two, I've had the opportunity to be in the McNair community actually since before I was a principal. And I've had the opportunity to get to know many of the students and their families, and the Fortson family was one of them. So we go way back. So
We are watching the service.
I just want to speak a few words
Airman shot
about
and
Roger.
killed
He
in
was one of
Florida
our gifted students at Dr. Ronald E.
by the
McNair High
deputy.
School. He didn't always act gifted. He acted like an annoying teenage boy sometimes. But he was definitely a joy. And I don't have to hallucinate things to say about him, because the things that I can say about him are genuine. He was an amazing young man. He didn't always put his best foot forward, but that's because he was so intelligent, he didn't have to. But I do believe that he found his niche. Once he took the ASVAB and scored an amazing score on the ASVAB, he was able to figure out exactly what it was he wanted to do. And although I can say as his principal that I was proud of him as a student and the things that he accomplished during that time, and I know he made his mom proud. And when I tell you she loved herself some Roger, but what I can say even more is that she was proud of the man that he became. And so for all of the young people that's in here today, your journey really is just beginning. Find something that you will love to do and do it well and make your family proud. I know Roger made you proud. He definitely made Dr. Ronald E. McNair High School proud. He made me proud. And Andre, you got some work to do. But I will end with this. There's a song that we sing in church, and it says that life is filled with swift transition. And many people can quote that. Things may change, but there's one thing that will stay the same. And that's the love and affection, and most important, the connection that we have with God. So make sure that you hold on to God's unchanging hand.
And because we serve Jehovah Rapha, we serve the Lord who is our healer. Any worshipers in here that are just grateful that you serve the Lord and He's a healer? He's here to comfort all of our souls, all of our spirits, and we just want to...
Okay, y'all, I'm going to skip it. I think... let's listen to this.
I would ignore you on purpose sometimes. You were my little brother. I feel guilty to even smile while you're not here. The pain hurts so bad, it steals my smile. My auntie, let me tell you about my auntie. My auntie was my second mama. Her and my auntie Barbara were the two people that I felt safe around. I could tell them anything. My aunties let us be ourselves to a certain extent. My auntie kept us in church. Shoot, we joined the dance team, the choir, the step team. We went to church every New Year's. My auntie Mika helped my mom with my prom and my graduation. She would even mail our father our letters and pictures that we would draw for him and paint for him. My auntie, I cannot imagine how you feel right now. I am completely heartbroken for you. Honestly, I am truly saddened for you. I would never wish this kind of pain on anyone. But I wrote a poem, auntie, so hopefully this heals a little pain. Dear Mama, to my dearest mother, hear my voice. Though I've passed, I still rejoice. In every breath and in every prayer, know that I'm always there. You cradle me with the love so true, nurture me in all I do. Your laughter ring, your tears did fall. Your love, the greatest of them all. In your arms, I found my peace. In your love, all trouble cease. Though I've journeyed to the other side, my love for you still abides. I see you weep and I feel your pain, but in your heart, I'll always reign. For every beat, every sigh, I'm with you, mother, by and by. Through every moment, every day, and every step along the way, I'll walk beside you and hold your hand in every sunset, in every strand. So dry your tears, my dear mother, for in our love there's no other. Together still, though wars apart, forever entwined and heart to heart. Until we meet again, my dear, know that I'm always near. And whisper soft and dream so true, I'll be with you forever through and through.
Hello, I'm Martin Sheen. I'm reaching out to you now, not as an actor.
Skip that for y'all. Hold up, y'all.
Okay. In the depths of my heart, stitched fine, lies the love for my cousin that is so divine. From childhood days of mischief and glee to the present where memories still dance free. In the skies you roam wild and free, chasing dreams because it's you I want to see. With laughter as our compass, as we fly free. In every secret you shared, in every adventure boldly dared. Your smile, a beacon in the dark, guiding us home, you are our spark. Through ups and downs, we've journeyed far. Always remember us wherever you are. No distance can dim the love I have for you. I deeply wish you were here because we need you. As time unravels its endless thread, I'll treasure the memories in my head. For in your laughter, in your embrace, we find a home, our sacred place. So here's to you, my little cousin dear. In my heart, you'll always be near, forever bound by my love, sweet ties, underneath the endless skies. In whispers, secrets, and dreams untold, your laughter warms me, pure as gold. Though time may pass and miles divide, in our hearts you will forever reside. For love you share, no distance can sever. My precious little cousin, my joy forever. Hello? I have one more thing to say. For my people out here, November, y'all need to go and vote because they're trying to take away all our lives. Go and vote. Tell your kids to vote. Tell the young generation to vote. Okay? Love y'all kids. Hug y'all kids.
Hello, everyone. How everybody doing? Excuse me. My name is Hassan Miles, for the ones that don't know me. Me and his mom, Mika, had our own relationship for years on top of years. Excuse me. And I was granted the opportunity to encounter Roger Fortson. An exceptional, well young man. My whole thing was to keep him out of the streets. Even though I wasn't a saint myself, I wasn't practicing what I was preaching. But I was just trying to make sure Roger would make his mom happy. Y'all bear with me. It's hard. Roger wasn't my son, but he was like my son. And I always used to ask him, I just take him to school, I used to ask him, man, how you plan on graduating, man? You just got a pencil behind your ear. He said, don't worry about it, man, I got this. And I said, okay, all right, bro. And lo and behold, he had. And one thing I can say, Meek, that man loved you, unconditionally loved you. I was like your father, your husband, and to me, it was like a son that I never had, like a good son I never had. I just thank God, you, Mika, you, Roger, for giving me an opportunity to share time with Roger and make an impact in his life to where he can become a product of his environment. He beat all the odds. He beat all the odds. And I feel good about it because I thought I was beating a dead horse and talking to a big wall. But he listened to me and I did my job. Roger, you see all the love in this room, brother. We love you, man. You'll never be forgotten.
Beth's thinking about getting dental implants so she can.
Yeah, I am trying to skip these commercials. I'm sorry, okay?
Okay, for those who don't know, I'm Roger's big sister, Raven. And I just want y'all to know, I thought Roger was the coolest person in the world. I used to just watch him, how he would talk with his accent and that smile. I was so proud of my brother. And he was so humble, but every now and then he would tell you who he was. He'd tell you what he did. He'll let you know. And like me, as a big sister, I used to be like, okay, but you still a baby. You know, because he would talk like he was just the grownest man. Like he had just lived so much life. But he did. Like at 23 years old, my brother did more than men 50, 60 years old. And, you know, he had every right to be that proud of who he was. I was proud of who he was. I love to hear him talk like that. You know, I tell anybody about my brother. I used to brag about him all the time, and I still am. I'm never going to shut up talking about Roger, about who he was, the kind of man he was. And I just hope nobody else in this room does either, because he was supposed to have 1 million more accomplishments. He was supposed to call and brag about 1 million more things and do so much more. And, you know, like just as devastating as this is, we got to make him proud now. He got to watch us and see us, and, you know, because he looking down on us. He's looking down on me. He's looking down on my dad, on Mika, on Harmony, on Andre, on Isaac, Demetrius, everybody. He's watching us. And even in this moment, like, I'm trying not to cry, because I know Roger would crack a joke. He would say something to try and make everybody in here laugh. He didn't like people being down or being sad. And so that's just who he was, and I just wanted to tell y'all that about my brother. I love you, Roger, and I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you so much.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alexis Brewer. I've been thinking about all week what to say about Roger. It's just so much to say about him. And all I can do is just reminisce on, like, his laugh. I can still hear his voice in my ear. I can't even say Roger was, like, he is and he still is. I was blessed to have the opportunity to watch Roger become a great man from a wonderful boy. Roger was always so smart, too smart sometimes. He'll make you feel stupid if you really don't. Just laughing, joking around. Always been about family, always been about Mika. Mika, you did your big one with this one. Roger, he's not a different breed, but he's a special breed. You don't come across too many people like Roger. I've never seen Roger get in trouble. Maybe fussed at, never whooped. He was just great all around, and I've had the opportunity, especially when he was younger, to take Roger under my wing. And it was always a good time, intelligent conversations. He was just a joy. You know, if you was mad at Roger or didn't like Roger, you was just mad at life, because he was full of it. He was full of life, full of joy. Never a dull moment, always finding the positivity in the bad situation. And I honestly just can't accept this. Like, it hadn't hit me. It doesn't feel real. I feel we shouldn't be here right now today at all. You know, we shouldn't be here, not for him. Like, he's supposed to be somewhere overseas, somewhere
texting in the group chat, sending Robux to the girls, you know, it's just hard. And, you know, sometimes people will say, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. Nothing about this is okay. And all we can do is pray for better days. You know, I pray that the good, joyful days outweigh all the bad, sad ones, because they're going to come. And I just hope that it's way less than the good ones, you know. We're going to continue to celebrate Roger, because if he was here, he is here, he would want us to have a good time, and we're going to do that for him. We're going to always honor him, always think about him. We still...
Pay close attention to this. Energy flows to where attention goes. If
Man, I'm gonna skip that head, skip it a little bit. Here go being crunk.
In this mother's prayer, I would first like to acknowledge when we got the call, and Mika never let me forget that her pastor Jamal Bryant of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church, the shepherd of this flock, was the first person she called, and they called through the night till they got me. And it is profound how she said, even though Pastor Jamal Bryant was there in college getting his daughter from college, he stopped everything he was doing, taking care of his family, to help her with her family, because he loves his New Birth Missionary Baptist Church family. And just like he did with Trayvon and Breonna, Botham Jean, Terrence Crutcher, George Floyd, how he stood for them, we knew he was going to stand up for his family member, Roger Fortson. So first we want to say thank you, Pastor Jamal Bryant and the New Birth Missionary Baptist Church family. And then Mika has told us every press conference, Attorney Jackson, who's also a veteran, she said, Attorney Crump, I want us to always thank his military family, because they have been here for us like you wouldn't believe. So we would like all members of the military, active and non-active members, to please stand so we can honor Mika Fortson's prayer to thank the military. Every day we stand up for Roger Fortson. He was not just our family member, but he was your family member. And then Mika has been so very consistent at every press conference, every meeting.
For those who just watching this,
and what she told us that night, Attorney Jackson,
killed by Florida
Reverend Bryant, she said, Attorney Crump, don't let them stain my baby's reputation. Don't let them stain my baby's reputation. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, but the world needs to know. She said yesterday at the press conference right here at New Birth that Roger was light. There would not be a stain on his name. He will not be put to rest in darkness, because he was a bright light. And Mika said, no stain on his reputation. Attorney Crump, you have to, no matter what they say. She said, they had the wrong apartment. My baby wouldn't have had no domestic dispute. That's not who Roger Fortson was. I mean, she said there is no way. She said they cannot have that be the narrative as he leaves this world. No, he was in his apartment by himself FaceTiming with his girlfriend, and the only other creature there was his dog Chloe, who he loved so much. And they said it was a domestic dispute between a male and a female, so they had to have the wrong apartment. She said, you got to tell them every time, Attorney Crump, they can't stain his reputation like this. They can't do it. And she said, then, Reverend Bryant, you know, talking with you and Reverend Al about this self-defense, that they killed him in self-defense. She said, Roger wasn't doing anything wrong. He wasn't committing no crime. The police would not have had to kill him in self-defense. So she said, you know, I don't even understand it, how you can say self-defense. That was Roger's home. I mean, he was in the sanctity of his own apartment. If we can't be safe in the sanctity of our home, where can we be safe at? Where can we be safe at, brothers and sisters? And so that's what Miss Mika was talking about, that we can't let them stain the reputation, because not only was he an outstanding member of the armed forces, not only was he an outstanding son to Mika and Roger, not only was he an outstanding sibling to his brothers and sisters, not only was he a proud member of the East Pineapple apartment complex, he was the best from East Atlanta. He was the best from Atlanta, Georgia. He was the best from the state of Georgia. He was the best from America. He was one of the best this world had to offer. And that's why we can't let them stain his reputation. We cannot let them do that. She reminded us over and over again, and you heard his little sister Harmony yesterday at the press conference talk about how special he was, how he saved money to take her to her first theme park, how when he was in Kuwait serving our country, he would DoorDash food home to his little brothers and sisters if they said they were hungry. That's the special person he was. That's why they can't have a stain on his reputation. That's why we got to honor Mika's request, all of us. When they try to say this narrative that it was justified in killing him this way, we got to say, no, we will not let that lie stand. We will stand on the truth. And the truth was that Roger Fortson was the best of us. He was the very best America had to offer the world. He was an American patriot, and we have to remember him as such.
That's right.
Dr. Martin Luther King said that the coward will ask the question, is it safe? Then he said expediency will ask the question if it's politically correct. Then he said, oh, vanity comes along and asks the question, is it popular? But then Dr. King said, conscience comes along and asks the question, is it right? And Dr. King said, there comes a time when one must take a position that's neither popular nor politically correct or not even safe. But Dr. King said there comes a time when one must take a position because it is the right thing to do. I submit to you, brothers and sisters, it is the right thing to do that we stand up for justice for Roger Fortson. It is the right thing to do that we speak up for justice for Roger Fortson. It is the right thing to do that we fight for justice for Roger Fortson. We fight for the dignity of Roger Fortson. We fight for the respect of Roger Fortson. We fight for the humanity of Roger Fortson because Roger Fortson was the best of us. And Mika Fortson, we will never let them him stain his reputation. Not today, not tomorrow, not forever. We will remember him as the true American patriot that he was. God bless you, Mika. God bless you, Roger. We will always honor and exalt your child, our American patriot, Senior Airman, Roger Fortson.
Great speech. Oh, that was a... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. He did that. He said that, y'all. He said that.